Bunch of haters. That's okay. We won't be on here long because I got another client. Got a couple more clients. Oh, somebody lost their dog. Okay, we back. Are we back? Can y'all see me now? Anyways, like I was saying, T.I. and Tiny and them, what's going on, Niecy? T.I. and Tiny and them, you know, they was having weird sex with people. And so now the Los Angeles Police Department is talking to them. They got to investigate them and all this other kind of shit. You know, listen, you know, whatever kind of sex you want to have between you and your husband, you and your wife, you and your whatever, by all means, I think you should be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. But when you start bringing in a bunch of these weird ass drugs, y'all putting cocaine around your anuses and all that kind of old shit, and doing ecstasy and putting weird stuff underneath your tongue and all this other kind of old stuff, you really need to get a signed document and maybe even a videotape of people agreeing that they will be involved in that kind of activity, because people will say, oh yeah, you know, yeah, let's do it, and then they change their mind later on, and now you have a big ass problem. You got a big ass problem. So you can't just, you know, be doing all this weird funny business, you know what I'm saying, and think that you're gonna be able to get away with it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not judging. I won't be able to do it because I don't do drugs. You know, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But somebody said with the notary. That is correct. You better get that shit. You should have, listen, when you live that kind of lifestyle like that, you ought to have a notary republic that lives at your house. I'm dead ass serious. You need to have somebody that lives on the premises. You know, to have a maid quarters. You need to have a notary quarters in your house. Notarize, stamp these hoes, get a copy of the identification, and do a video permission. That you know, that you are aware that we do funny shit over here. We're going to be sticking things in different places and all this other kind of stuff. And we're going to be, you know, so that then when the people try to change their mind later on, when life gets a little rough for them, then you have all your proof. See what I'm saying? You got to know what you're working with. Didn't y'all learn from Michael Jackson? Y'all didn't learn from Michael Jackson, huh? Michael Jackson was the biggest entertainer of all times. But he thought that he could just have children coming in the house and living in Never Land and all that kind of old funny shit, and that nothing was going to happen to him. And then them people said, nah, I think we need a little more money. Or a little bit more whatever. Okay? So, you know, all of you people that think that you have a lot of money, you think you're untouchable, no, you're not untouchable. So get you a lawyer, a notary, get you some people that live on the grounds, on your premises. Okay? Portia, you know, I don't watch reality. Oh, that's what I was talking about before they cut me off. Reality TV is not real. You know that, don't you? Somebody said who I was talking about. I was talking about T.I. and Tiny. Reality TV is not real. You know that it's scripted, right? So after you run the same story over and over and over and over again, you eventually have to come up with something new, right? So that people will continue to watch your show. So now Portia, I don't even watch this shit. I just know it because I see it online. Portia done got with one of her friends' ex-husbands or something. But see, this is what happens when you start going down the rabbit hole. When you start going down the rabbit hole, they will force you into doing, whatever needs to be done, so that, they can keep the show going. So now she done had to go and have sex with her homegirl's ex-husband, which we all know is off code. You know you're not supposed to be having sex with your homegirl's ex-husband. Everybody knows that. this is not even, you don't even, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to know that 1 and 1 is 2 to know that you don't have sex with your homegirl. You don't marry your homegirl's ex-husband. So, so you should know that this is all a trick. This has all been plotted and scripted, and it's all weird. Okay, so don't get too upset about that. Anyways, I'm on here. Oh, look, 222. Oh, it just went away. I'm on here because I want to give you just a little bit. I want to give you just a little bit of an update because, I'm coming in here probably going to be a little petty today. I haven't done my hair yet, so this can be Petty Tuesday because I haven't done my hair, so I don't give a shit. Colin Kapernick, let's see. I hope Auntie talks about Colin Kaepernick nonsense and how black women have responded checking his ass. What did he do? Oh, shit. Let's see what this dumbass. Oh. No, I wasn't going to talk about that. Let me see what he did. What did he do now? I mean, we're not surprised, are we? Colin Kaepernick could divide team. Colin Kaepernick. What did he do? Somebody tell me what he did. Oh, the cover of his book. He got a book? Colin Kaepernick wrote a book? Oh, nigga, you gotta be kidding me. What? Colin Kaepernick publishing book arguing to abolish the police. Publishing a book calling to abolish this? Oh my God. He wrote a book entitled Abolish the Police? Oh no. You got to be kidding me. She said go to his Instagram. Oh, no. Oh, these people are nuts. That's not what I came on here for. As you can see, I'm usually prepared. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. And he got a black lady on here with an afro. Oh, Colin, who's told you to do that? No, baby. No. Wait a minute. He got a black lady with it looked like abolish the police, close the prisons, over 30 voices for the people. Abolish for the people. The movement for a future without policing in prisons. Oh, no. Wow. These people have lost their minds. So you want the people. Let me get off his page because I don't even want that people to know I was on there. Okay. Anyways, that's a good segue. I'm so grateful. I was actually getting ready to talk about that. It's so interesting how the Lord works everything out. Okay. I can't even stop laughing. This shit is so crazy. Okay. So I'm telling you, that is such a beautiful segue. Thank you so much for mentioning that to me just real quickly, Nisi, because I'm going to go into my little Petty Tuesday. I was going to give you just a little bit of a report of what has been going on. So it's so interesting that happened. Okay, so you guys ready? Okay, awesome. I hate the word petty, but I'm going to go ahead and use it anyways. All right. This is my Ring app, and we're going to go over the last 48 hours within a 2.5 mile radius of what has been going on. Are you ready? Do y'all have your tea and your snack? Some people might be at lunch right now. This is going to be very interesting. 1 hour ago, shooting reported on East 80th Street and South Woodlawn. One person reported dead. Somebody lost their dog. 3 hours ago, shooting on 59th and State. There's a car up on the curb. 12 hours ago, shooting, about 9 to 10 gunshots heard. 16 hours ago, gunshots and helicopters at 77th and Lafayette. 22 hours ago, shooting reported on East 61st Street and King. 1 day ago, My neighbor's daughter was followed from the Green Line and sexually assaulted as she walked home from work. This happened at about 11:47 p.m. last night, and the police have not yet shown up. Hours have passed. She said hours been passed, but I'm trying to help her. Hours have passed, and not one officer came to help this young lady. Ladies, please be aware of your surroundings. This young lady works at the airport. And then there's, comments and everything like that. I just want to read to you very briefly. The police are not showing up. It's fucked up. This is what the comments are saying. Because somebody down here said, so many comments. Somebody said it happened to them too just the other day. Here it is right here. This same thing just happened in the alley on 61st. Okay, so that was one day ago. Let me go back. Okay, you ready? Are you following? Fantastic. 1 day ago, I just heard 15 plus shots near 91st and Jeffrey at 3 a.m. 1 day ago. Shootings reported near South Cottage Grove and 79th Street. 20 shots heard on 92nd and Jeffrey. Listen, this is just the Ring app. This is just the Ring app. Okay? Wait a minute. This is just within a 2.5 mile radius. Okay? This is not the whole city. Just within 2.5 miles. Somebody caught somebody stealing a package. Okay? Another lost dog. Somebody sitting on the porch. Somebody sitting on somebody else's porch. Be careful. Just heard 6 shots. Just heard 25 shots on 81st and Cole. Gunfire, 15 shots fired between, 15 shots fired northbound on Stony Island. Gunshots on 76 and Phillips. Now, I want you guys to understand that this is, civilians reporting this. This is not like a cop scanner or anything like that, right? This is just a regular Ring app. Everybody has a ring on their door, their phone, whatever. And this is just a regular Ring app. Okay, so this is not like a police scanner. This is just people. Okay, but we're gonna keep going. We are staying within a 48 hours. Okay. Okay. Gunshots, 76 and Phillips. Shots, heard a round of gunshots. That was near, they said location, exact location, not found. Okay. Then some roaming neighbors in people's backyards. Okay. We're still within 48 hours. Somebody said white supremacists are very busy. Aren't they? Shooting reported, I told you it was going to be Petty Tuesday. Shooting reported on South King Drive and 63rd Street. That was confirmed by the boss. Shooting reported on South Calumet and 59th. Somebody else lost the dog. Shooting reported on East Marquette and Kimbark. Shooting reported on South Coles and 82nd Street. Multiple gunshots heard on 82nd and Coles. I am within 48 hours within a 2.5 mile radius. Are you listening? Okay. Shooting on 93rd and Jeffrey. Another shooting. Heard 8 gunshots. Gunshots on 93rd and Jeffrey. Gunshots on 89th and Cottage. Gunshots on 79th and Luella. Gunshots on 83rd and South Shore. And you're going to write a book entitled Abolish the Police. There's not even enough police to handle. That was within 48 hours. That was in 48 hours. And you mean to tell me that your resolve, oh, and by the way, oh, this is another reason why I wanted to be petty. You know, a lot of the activists, these black, African-American, whatever you want to call them, activists are going at it. They're now arguing with each other. Nobody's arguing with me because I told you where I stand a long time ago and I ain't changing my shit. Okay? Nobody's arguing with me. And I'm very grateful because I don't feel like it. Okay? I really don't. But a lot of these activists are arguing with each other because the people that was capping for your lovely blues, for the blue party, have now had to put themselves in a place where they're having to defend what they voted for. Right? They're having to defend it because now you don't see any evidence. So supposedly, the Biden administration has put aside $5 billion, B as in boy, has put aside $5 billion to fight crime. But to my understanding, this has not yet been approved. And there is no clear direction. There is no clear direction on how this $5 billion is going to be used. It's not to fight crime, it's to fight violence. So this is what I want you guys to understand when you come over here and listen to Auntie. I really want you to understand words, because fighting violence and fighting crime can easily be two different things. You can say that, well, I want to use the money to fight violence. Well, that could be domestic violence. And of course, we're not saying we don't want you to fight domestic violence. Of course, you want to fight domestic violence. But it can be domestic violence. It can be violence against a certain group of people. It can be violence against, a certain race of people. It can be, different types of violence, so forth and so on. So you have to be careful when you start saying words like, oh, well, we've set aside, or we're going to try to allocate a certain amount of money for violence. I just read to you, did anybody count how many what was it? It was over 20, right? It was over 20 something accounts of shootings that I told you about, right? Okay. Within 48 hours. If you keep saying over and over and over again that you want to defund the only solace that you have, that's going to be a problem. You're going to have a big problem if you don't. I mean, it's already bad enough that when you call the police, they're not able to come because they have so many different things going on. That's already bad enough. So now you want to say, on top of taking away their money, I guess you want them to work for free, but on top of taking away their money, everything that they do, every little thing that they do, you are threatening their jobs, their pension, their retirement, their livelihood, their everything. But you're not in any way doing something. You're not in any way doing something that directly affects the crime and criminals in the society, community, and city. I just read to you over 20 something incidents of shootings within a 2.5 mile radius. Not one of those were cops involved. Not one. Not one. So I would like for you to help me make that make sense. You're going to put $5 billion to do what? What are you going to do with it, President? What are you going to do with that money? Because in a minute, we're not going to need any of your money. We're not going to need it because they're just gonna kill each other. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's what they want. You got a black mayor. Not only is she black, It's a she. Well, at least until she changes her mind. But it's a she. I told you it's Petty Tuesday. I really don't care today. It's a she. She's black. And she's a lesbian. I mean, you can't get no more. I mean, what else can you? That's as liberal as you can get. You can't get no more liberal than that. How much more liberal? The mayor of this city is a black female lesbian who is married to a white lady. You cannot get any more liberal than that. That's the most you can get, honey. The only thing that you can get on top of that is if one of them is transgender. And if you have not seen a picture, let me pull it up. Petty Tuesday, I don't give a shit. I'm finna pull a picture up because I don't give a damn. Okay. Okay, I'm finna pull it. I'm finna pull up a picture, ho. Okay, I gotta get a good one. Wait a minute now. I'm gonna pull up a picture. I'm gonna pull up a picture so that you people know what's really going on. Okay, because I don't think a lot of you. I don't think a lot of you even know. This is there's light. This is the mayor and her wife. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? Let me find another picture. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm lying. This is the mayor and the mayor's wife. Damn, it's fuzzy. You can't see it real good. Damn. Anyways, so I would not be surprised if one of them is transgender. I ain't gonna say which one. I'm just gonna say I would not be surprised if one of them is transgender. Do you see that? That woman is about 6'2". And could very easily have come into the world differently than the way she's going out. Can we put it that way? Here's another picture. This is the mayor and her wife. I can't take it. I can't take it. Somebody said, Big Mike, I can't take it. Okay, you see that? That's the mayor and her wife. I'm sorry that it's blurry. For whatever reason, it's not letting me capture it. Okay, wait. Wait, is that good? Okay, anyways. Okay, so I'll say it again. You got a black female lesbian who's married to a white woman who could very easily be transgender. So you got the full package. So how is it possible that you've gotten everything and then some? Dave said, leave that man alone. You've gotten everything and then some that you've asked for. And I just read to you over 20 shooting incidents in 48 hours in a 2.5 mile radius, and not one cop shooting was involved. Dave always says your math ain't mathing. Ain't that what you say, Dave? Your math ain't mathing. It's not adding up. So you're telling me that the best response, after you've already gotten everything that you wanted, you've gotten what you asked for, you've gotten the president that you wanted, you've gotten the first black, Asian, Indian vice president female that you wanted, you got a black female lesbian married to a white woman who could be something else as a mayor, you've gotten Crump, who has won an enormous amount of millions and millions of lawsuits for you got millions of dollars. You got Chauvin has been, they found him guilty on all accounts that you wanted. So I'm asking you, why is it that you still have problems? There shouldn't be any problems. There shouldn't be any problem. Why are there over 20 incidences? And like I said, this is not a police scanner. This is a phone. Why are there? So basically what you're telling me is, not only do you not know what you want, but you are a bunch of raging, raving, idiotic maniacs who will never be satisfied. That's what you're telling me. And it doesn't matter who gives you what. It'll never be enough. And you keep saying enough is enough and enough is enough. But this amount of crime is the most idiotic. When I moved back here, I thought I was moving into a better neighborhood. And I was. And there was not too much crime going on literally about a year ago. This whole situation, because of what has happened within this past 365 days, with allowing a bunch of children, and listen to what I'm telling you. When I say children, I don't mean children in age. I mean children in levels of maturity. You have allowed a bunch of children a pass. You've given them a pass. You've made it so that African Americans, black people, whatever you want to call them, are untouchable. And when you do that to anybody, you have now created the opposite of whatever this white privilege was that you were trying so desperately to make a point. You now have criminal privilege. You have criminal privilege. It has gotten so bad that the police are either afraid to pull you over or afraid to take any action because either they may get shot, or they are afraid of doing something, reacting, and then getting sued or losing their job. Or you've created a group of police officers that are so angry and are looking to retaliate. I ran into one of those yesterday. I got pulled over by a police officer who was extremely irritated. And thanks be to God, I'll tell you, I'm not going to tell you the story right now. I want to talk to my attorney first, et cetera, before I start blasting it all over the place. But thanks be to God that I have studied psychology for so long and that I know how to de-escalate a situation, because I could have very easily been shot. I mean, when I tell you very easily, I could have very easily been shot. But I did exactly what he asked me to do. When he asked me to get out of the car, I got out of the car, even though I told him he does not have permission, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. I got out of the car. I'm on the side of the road with my dogs, Bella and Badu, as he calls 2 other police officers to come and do all kinds of shit. By the time everything was done, I'll just say this much. By the time everything was done, he apologized to me and said, I'm so sorry that I was being very aggressive and very rough with you. but there's a lot of drug trafficking and human trafficking and all this other stuff. He said, but you are a very nice lady. This is what he said. This is what the police officer. He said it in front of another police officer. He said, you are a very nice lady, and thank you for following all my instructions. I said, well, thanks. Oh, then he said, and you have very adorable dogs. That's what he said. I said, well, thank you. You know, I appreciate that. You are a state trooper, so I, you know, had to follow your instructions, and I left it at that. However, I was on speakerphone the entire time with my attorney. So we're going to deal with that. But he was, so that's why I'm saying you are now pushing something that is making everybody on edge. It's making everybody on edge. I was on edge because he was on edge. I was like, for what? Why are you pulling me over in the first place? And then after that, you know, it just went downhill after that. But I remained calm. But how many people are going to be able to remain calm? Not a lot. So when you make all of this stuff go on, you're not going to make every cop afraid of you. Some cops are going to say, you know, like I said, some cops are going to try to do the best that they can do. Do a live with Hunty Day of Summer. I don't know what that is. Some cops are going to, you know, do the best that they can. Some cops are not going to do anything at all because it's not worth it anymore. They'll lose their pension. They'll lose their life. They'll lose their, you know, their retirement, this and the other. And then some cops are going to be fucking pissed. Some cops are going to be pissed. And sometimes when you, just like, for example, the Sandra Bland situation, who could easily have been alive today. When I watched the video, the first time I watched that video, I said, oh God, no, she is putting gasoline on the flame. Whether he should have pulled you over, not pulled you over, this and the other, you cannot be talking about, fuck you, I ain't got to do. You can't do that. Because if you're having a bad day and he's having a bad day, this is not going to end well. But how many people can control their emotions? Not many. Especially with all this shit going on. So what you've done is all of these activists and shit like that, what you have actually done is you have made it so that everybody's emotions are intensified. Cops' emotions are intensified. Black people's emotions are intensified. And then there's some black people who are ignorant who think they can just drive reckless and drive crazy and rob people and shoot people and they shouldn't be able to get pulled over. It is an explosion that is going to take place, that is already taking place, that will be destructive. It's going to be destructive because now you have made black people feel you can't pull me over or you can't do this, you can't do that. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. So thanks be to God, my ancestors were with me. Thanks be to God. I had Danny on one phone, then I had, my other phone on speaker, so thanks be to God that I was able to, de-escalate the situation so much so that even he had to apologize to me. But that's not going to always happen for everybody. So that's why we need for citizens, just please do the right thing. Please do better. Do the best that you can. And police, please don't feel like everybody is trying to get shot by you. Because everybody's not. Yeah, exactly right. It's complete chaos. It's chaos at this point. It just doesn't even make any sense at this point. It doesn't even make any sense. It's like, it's hard to even be a decent person because you're going to have run-ins with police officers that are upset and irritated, and you would be too. If everybody runs around, talking about, oh, everybody at Walmart is disrespectful and racist and this and that and the other, then the people at Walmart, the workers, will be like, you know what, I don't want this job. I'll go work at Target. I'll go work at Target. So, you know, it's really unfortunate. But anyways, I am so happy that y'all were on here with me today. I see y'all have questions and stuff, but I can't. I have a client. You know, but seriously, you it's very hard to wait, what? Somebody asked a question. I don't know that. Anyways, it's very hard to stay calm when you guys are creating a narrative that just makes everybody angry. You know, it's too many people that are angry. It's just too many people. Too many people are upset. And what you should be upset about, you're not upset. Like I said, you have over 20-something shootings that happened within 48 hours in a 2.5-mile radius, and you guys are not upset about that? And you got a whole bunch of people that have gotten millions and millions and millions of dollars over this past 365 days with all of these shootings and stuff like that has been going on. And not one, at least not that I know of, y'all more than welcome to tell me, not one law has changed. Not one law has changed. Not one law, not one. You haven't done anything. What has happened? You just, a whole bunch of people just got rich. And are grieving. They're just grieving and rich. But no one has developed what are you doing? It's getting worse. And like I said, not one of those shootings involved police. The over 20 shootings that I just said to y'all, no, there is no cops involved in that. And then people have the audacity to say, if you read down the comments, people are saying, where the fuck are the cops? Where are the police? Where are the police? Well, they're not around because you told them you don't want them. You said you didn't want them. So now you have criminals just running amok. Sexually assaulting people off the train and all kind of crazy shit like that. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. So, we'll do another Petty Tuesday. Y'all remind me to do one next Tuesday. We'll do another Petty Tuesday because I'm sure it's going to be more shit going on. I'm sure. You know, this is unbelievably unbelievable. Unbelievably unbelievable to sit up here and even have this discussion about you don't want any police. Well, what do you want? Because you ain't stopping the criminals. Somebody said people are too busy being manipulated by what the media tells them to be upset about and who to hate, and they don't know how to think for themselves anymore. That is correct. They got the power and money they wanted at our expense. That is correct. No action plan and lack of coordination and accountability. That is correct. All of those things are correct. Okay? Okay, love you guys. I gotta go. Because I got a client. And you know I don't like to be late. I like to be on time. Okay? I got to talk to these people. Make sure they ain't jumping off the ledge, honey. I had to talk to myself yesterday because I was showing enough upset. I was crying and everything. Oh, it was a mess. It was a real mess. I'm going to tell y'all the story. I'm not going to tell you right now, but I'm going to tell you the story. Like the whole thing. What a change we have seen in the last 4 months since Trump left. Yeah, it's been... Somebody said gas is like $7 a gallon in Virginia. Y'all better get some boots. These boots were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you. Because ain't nobody trying to pay $7 a gallon. That's crazy. You better get you a moped, ho. For real, for real. Okay, wait a minute, you guys. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. This person is getting on my nerves. Hold on. Okay, good. I had to block somebody real quick. They're getting on my nerves. Oh, it's almost $5 in Cali? God, dog. Yes, and you are absolutely right, Laura. When things are more expensive, more crime happens. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, bye, y'all. I gotta go. I'm gonna post this on the thing so you can watch it again.